Hello and welcome. I'm Gaia Morrissette of Succulent Living, and today I'm going to do sexercising. Woo! And as we explore, all the stretches and all the things that you need to do so that you don't have any injuries, you don't have any cramping, because nothing is sexy when you are stuck in all of a sudden this, like, you got a muscle cramp or a Charlie horse. So we're going to start with our face. Let's do our mouths and our jaw and our face. Okay, so you want to make sure that your chin is in, so it's in, not in this position, not in this position, or sorry, not in this position. You want it in this position. Your shoulders are back, your chin is in. Okay, so we're going to do our jaw. Jaw out, in, neutral, in. Out, neutral, in. Out, neutral, in. And again, I didn't do this with my neck. I wasn't letting out my inner chicken. My chin was tucked. Okay, this is so we don't get locked jaw. Locked jaw is not sexy. All right. Okay, now we're going to do side to side. Okay, so again, shoulders back, and we're going to go side, neutral. Make sure your chin's tucked. Side, neutral, side. You only need to do that 3 times, and you can do that while during when you need a break, when you're having licky licky or sucky sucky or making out because your jaw action is going on, right? It's also that jaw release exercise that I just taught you is also good for locked jaw or grinding your teeth when you're stressed out. All right, now we're going to move to our necks. Because again, we don't want any neck issues. So, all right, now, see my body position? Boobs out. Shoulders are back. My shoulder blades are down my back, all right? So my body is completely centered. And I'm not going to move my shoulders. I'm only moving my neck. So, oh, there we go. Get a good angle. No. There we go. Okay. I'm looking straight on the camera. Here we go. Shoulders back. We're going to go ear to shoulder, neutral, ear to shoulder, neutral. Neutral, 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 neutral. Okay, now we're going to go look over our shoulder, neutral, look over our shoulder, look to our shoulder, not over our shoulder. We don't want to do hyper extension. Okay, so again, make sure shoulders are back. All right, boobs are out. Nipples, think nipples pointing out, okay? All right. So we're going to look at our shoulder, neutral, 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 neutral. Good. Now we're going to roll our shoulders. All right, now I'm going to stand up and we're going to start working down. Go team, go. Let me move my chair. All right. Let's see here. You see my feet? You see my feet? Go further back. There we go. Actually, I need a little bit room. So now we want to relax work on our shoulders and our arms, all right? So the first thing we want to do is we're going to just allow our arms, we're swinging our arms. Now, my body, I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what my body's doing. My body, so my pelvic is tucked in, all right? My shoulders are back. I'm solid. My body is stable. My feet are, ooh, check out my leg. All right, so my feet are just in line with my hips, right? And my knees are kind of slightly bent. So my whole body is this really solid tuck, back, bent a little bit. So I'm really solid. My arms are moving, but my body isn't moving. So you don't want to be looking like this, because this is what often people do. There shouldn't be that much action going on. We'll get to that in a moment. Right? Shoulders back, duck, engage your core, slightly bent, legs a little bit apart, and you're just going to let your arms swing. Good. Now, hold on here. We're in our position again. Tuck, knees slightly bent. All right, so we're going to take our hands, so our hands at our side, and we're going to make a fist, and we're going to curl our fist towards us, and we're going to rotate our arms. We're going to go out, out, and we're going to drop. So this is what it looks like from the side, right? So fist, curl, rotate, out to the side. Now, if you notice, I don't go too far, just so that my arm is in line with my shoulder. And then I drop it. All right, so we're going to do 3 of those. Get in your position. Make your core stable. All right. Squeeze. Get your hands beside you. Fist, curl, rotate, out, drop. Fist, curl, rotate, out. So we do 3 of those. Then we want the opposite. All right. So we're going to put our hands. Our hands are like, and we're going to put our hands like this, extended towards the floor. Then we're going to turn as if we're pushing somebody. And again, okay? So looking forward, front of bit, assume the position, squeeze back, you're in the right position, good. Good. You only need to do 3 of those. And then do another, whee, shake your arms out. Fantastic. All right, so now we're gonna move to the hip action. Nothing is less sexy than butt cramps and your hip going out, okay? No one wants that. That's not hot. Okay, so we're gonna just start with doing back and forth. Let me, you need my legs yet? No, you don't need my legs. So just going side to side. This should be a nice stretch, just a nice stretch in here. You put your hands on your hips so you can see that they're moving back and forth, okay? Now we're gonna go, oh yeah, woohoo! That's right, you like that, don't you? It's gonna loosen up things. And then we're gonna go around, circular. Now, if you notice, the top part of my body isn't moving. It's all my hip action. So we're gonna go one direction. Then we're gonna go the other direction. Good. So that loosens things up here. All right. You want to loosen up your hips. Now I'm just showing off. All right. Now we're going to move into our legs so you can actually see what's going on. These are not ideal pants for, working out. But yeah, now you get to see my kneecaps. Aren't they sexy? Don't I have like the sexiest kneecaps? Ooh. All right, this is my sexy outfit. I got my diaper on. Okay, so I want you to be able to see my feet. There we go. So first one we're gonna do is we're gonna stretch all through here, right? So my one foot's gonna face that direction, while this foot is facing this direction, okay? And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bend this leg, and I wanna make sure that my knee doesn't go over my foot. And we're gonna just sit there, stretch for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna rotate my foot, I'm gonna rotate this foot, this one's going, and again, get in proper, make sure that your neck's in the proper position and your shoulders are in the proper position back. We often are like this all the time, especially when we're doing lots of this. So this is a great time to shoulders back, proper position, okay? Then we're gonna bend this leg, and again, make sure your knee is in line with your foot and doesn't go over your toes. And it should be stretching all through here in your calves, maybe a little bit through here depending on how tight you are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, and turn and step, and whee! Okay, so the next one, all right, and put this foot forward, this one back, and the forward foot, I'm gonna just bend again. This is gonna stretch my lower leg, my back leg out, all the pieces. And again, my knee is not hyperextended over my foot. It's not like this. That causes pressure and can injure your kneecap, okay? And again, shoulders back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I unbend this knee, and I'm gonna bend the back knee. And this back knee is gonna stretch everything, the front, the back, and again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're gonna switch legs, do the same thing. Make sure your back foot is straight. This leg tends to want to go on an adventure without the rest of my body. Okay, so ready? This leg is gonna bend forward, stretch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Bend that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. All right, say goodbye to my sexy knees. All right. So, how do you interact with this? How do you do this little workout? Or sorry, this stretch before you have sex? And your reason why you want to do this is because you want to be limber. You want to be able to move without injury. You want to have epic sex without having to go to the massage therapist and explain why your body's out of whack. or the chiropractor, or you have to go to the doctor because you pulled your back. So this is a way in which to kind of prevent some of those injuries from happening. Now, in order to truly prevent injuries, you really need to build up endurance and core strength. And so I'm going to be talking to my personal trainer over the next little while about creating some actual sexercises. So how do we make it so that you can fuck like a rock star and like, booyah, all right, without injury, and building up your endurance and building up your strength. And so I'm going to actually talk to her about her creating a series so that, you know, you guys can get into your working out with some sex purpose. Woohoo! Okay, so how do we do this? How do we add this to our sexy life? Well, one of the things you can do is, you know, if this is a new partner or somebody that you know, it's fairly new, that before you're gonna have sex, you could just do it, you know, go to the bathroom and quickly do it before you know, get naked. Another way that you can integrate it is to be like, all right, you know, if you're in a couple or couples, you can be like, all right, we're doing sex prep and we're going to go brush our teeth, make sure we smell good, clean whatever we need to clean if we've been sweaty all day. And while you're at it, you're going to do your, you know, stretches. And then the third way to do it is like, let's do our stretching together, and you can giggle and laugh and have fun with each other while you're doing it as part of your kind of like your foreplay. Not foreplay, your before play, your prep, right? And you can do that together and make it kind of fun and playful and sexy. And if you happen to find this video, for whatever reason, it's out in the world, and it's not because you've registered for and you're in my sexual skill building program, the Nuts and Bolts of Sex, and you want more, and you want more education, and you want to expand, and you want to be able to have like epic sex life, then you can find me at succulentliving.com. I'm Gaia Morrissette. And I have tons of online education and learning possibilities for you. So, you know, come find me, and you can find us under all the online education. You can find that under Work With Us online courses. All right. Mwah. May your day be filled with stretch and limber and pleasure that leads to orgasmic release. Bye-bye.